Hey everyone, it's JoJo, and I'm here to do a little sit down talk. I wanted to sit and talk to you guys, just chill. Um, I just really wanted to do like a part two to the video I did a few weeks ago. I have things written down because I just don't want to, I have a few things I want to go over. But first, I do want to talk about I have two Bath and Body Works hauls coming. The Easter haul was supposed to come this weekend. Actually, the tropical haul I was supposed to film both of them this weekend, but unfortunately, shit happens, and so you know, it's not coming until during the week. So I'll probably film it during the week, the weekend, whatever, and that's on that. So you'll get that, this coming weekend for sure. Yes, but I do want to talk quick about the Disney stuff for a second. These three are like my favorite fragrances. I know I keep talking about it. You will see a lot of these in favorite videos for sure coming up during the year. These are going to be in favorites. Belle, Ariel, and Tiana. These three are like my favorites. I actually have on a perfume now, but I'm actually going to dinner tonight, so I may spray some Belle on just for shits and giggles. I love this so much. So much. Oh my god, I just have to say the Princess Disney collab was a hit. I do like Moana's too. I feel like Tiana's dries down. I love this one. Oh my god. Tiana's dries down to like this earthy green plant, but in a good way, not in a bad way. With like this fresh rain. It's so good. When you first spray, you get this sweet green apple, very sweet and fruity. I love Tiana so much. And the dry down of Moana is actually different too. I get a lot of like a citrus lime. It kind of smells like coconut mixed with a lime margarita. I don't know. It's weird when it dries down. When you first spray, you get the florals and the coconut. When it dries down, you definitely get, kind of resembles coconut lime verbena, that fragrance. When it dries down, is really good. But I just want to talk about that. Those are like the best. And Belle's so good. Oh my god, this is my favorite. Oh my god, I had to spray some on. Okay. All right, so I do want to talk about my grandpa. He died a few days ago, sadly. He was 92, so he lived a long, beautiful life. But yeah, he's gone now, and we were never that close. I'm sad, of course, because he was my grandpa. I loved him, whatever. But we were never that close. Like I never felt the lovey-dovey from him. We were just, I wasn't his favorite. I guess grandchild or whatever, and we were just never close. I know what you all are thinking. It has nothing to do with me being gay, or it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with it just never. We even my brother and my sister, we were just never his favorites for some odd reason. I don't know why. I can't. I think maybe the only thing I could think of is that maybe, I'm just giving a very blunt, maybe like, through my parents' divorce, he grew to like, I don't know, have a problem with my mom and then with her kids, so us. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no idea. But we were definitely not his favorites growing up. Never, from birth to now. It just wasn't. It wasn't. But listen, he wasn't a bad person. He definitely showed his love in different ways, I guess. I don't know. I did live with him for 3 years. I lived with my grandparents. When I first came to Queens from Staten Island, I lived with them from, I think, 2012. No, why am I saying 2012? 2002, I meant to say. To 2000, no, beginning of 2003. See, now I have to, because it's so long ago. 2003 to 2006. So I was like, I think 12 to like 15. Yeah, my great grandma, who she died when she was 98. That was my grandma's mother. She also lived with us, but she lived in like her own little studio apartment on the middle floor. And excuse me, getting choked up over here. And yeah, we lived together. It was me, my dad, my grandparents, and my great grandma. It was the five of us living in the house. My grandma, of course, she lived in like her own little middle apartment, I was in my bedroom, which was on the middle floor too, but it was the doors were separated, so I never saw her. Well, I did when we could go in and see her, but she lived in her own little apartment. My dad was in the basement, and then my grandparents were upstairs, and that was kind of like the living arrangement in the house. And we only really saw each other during dinner, like when we had dinner. My great grandma, I think she only saw them too during the dinner. Like they only came down to bring her upstairs when dinner was ready, and me too. And then we would go upstairs, we would eat dinner. That was the only time we ever really were together. And then my great grandma, she would stay upstairs for like maybe another hour to watch Jeopardy with them, and then she would go down. They had a very strict schedule. My grandparents and my great they went to bed 9 o'clock. Well, my great grandma went to bed 9 o'clock sharp. My grandparents went to bed 10 o'clock sharp, and I think they all three would wake up at the crack of dawn, like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Like they had a very strict schedule. They went to church every Sunday. I went to church sometimes with them, sometimes, but it was very rare. The only holiday they ever hosted was Easter, I want to say, but every other holiday they never had. It was just Easter Sunday for some reason. Yeah, there was strict schedule. Dinner was a certain time, like I think it was like 5:30, and then Sundays we would eat earlier because Italian families, it's just how it is. We eat earlier on Sundays. So we had, of course, the Sunday sauce, and we would eat around 2 o'clock, I think 2:30. Well, yeah, we had a strict schedule, and it was what it was. But we were never we lived together. We were never that close. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I never really saw them. It was only during dinner. But of course, I always missed him. Like I'll never forget him. Like but he died. I think he just died of old age, and he was 92 years old. But he was starting to go senile at the end. Like he was forgetting where he lived or where he was, and so that's on that. But he wasn't a bad person. Like it is what it is. What it is. But yeah, my grandpa died. Um, I do have to say, my grandparents, even though I was never close with them, like I enjoyed how close they were with each other. Like they really were in love, like inseparable. In fact, he died on their 70th wedding anniversary. So he died literally a few days ago on their 70th why can I say that? 70th wedding anniversary, which is really sad in itself. But yeah, so that's on that. That's what I want to say about that. Um, I do want to talk about Snapchat for a second. So, I deleted all the dating apps, but I still have Snapchat, and I don't know. Of course, the dating apps I deleted, but the Snapchat I wanted to keep, just to talk to people. There's a quick ads feature on Snapchat. We quick add people, but men use it as like a fuck app. They send their dick pics, all of that shit. But it's very frustrating because it's like, I want to have a boyfriend. I want to know what it feels like for once to have a boyfriend. I just want to know, even if we don't end up working out in the end, I just want to know what it feels like for once. I know I sound like a broken record, but it does get to me some days. It does. Some days it does, and I don't care. But other days it does get to me. Like, I talk to these men on Snapchat, because I am lonely. I don't have many friends. I don't have family. So I literally just it's just to talk. I just talk and chat. And honestly, like it's rough. It's rough because we talk, I send them pictures and whatever, and then it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. Like it's very like flatline. Like once I tell them I'm trans or whatever, and I really don't identify as trans, I say I'm trans. It doesn't even matter, even if I was really trans or not trans or non-binary, whatever it is, or whatever I tell them, they don't care. Like then they block me. So it's sad because we're talking, we're having a conversation, and they just block. Whatever, it is what it is. But I did want to talk about Snapchat because I did delete the dating app, so I thought this would stop this shit. But then on Snapchat, it's starting on Snapchat. Yeah, so that's what I want to say about Snapchat. I can't get rid of these men. They come and they talk to me, but then they don't want nothing to do with me except deal with the same bullshit on Snapchat now. Like it's literally supposed to be a friend app or a talk app or whatever, and these men are just they're choosing to friend me and then delete me when they find out who I am. So it is what it is. It's just the same cycle, same bullshit. And I may have to delete Snapchat now. It's a mess. I just don't want to deal with it. At this point, I'm done with it. Like, these men don't want nothing to do with me. They don't give a flying fuck about me. I get it. Once they find out who I am, so it's just kind of like at that point, just leave me alone. I don't want to deal with this shit. I get it. It's like a broken record. Like, it just is the same thing. Well, as every guy. So at this point, it's like, I don't care anymore. I just rather be just stay away from me. I don't even want to deal with this shit. Like, even if I talk to someone and they're like, oh, you know, I send them pics. They like my pics. They think I'm good looking. I mean, it's literally when I tell them who I am, it's whatever. So I'm gonna have to end up deleting Snapchat, sadly. So I'm gonna literally have no apps left on my phone, but maybe Instagram. And then I want to talk about. So I was almost scared half to death. So this is gonna sound like a ridiculous fucking story, and it is what it is. But the dog. We all know who I'm talking about when I say the dog. If you don't, then just ask me in the comment section. I'll tell you in the comment section. But the dog. Okay, so she's home because, you know, once my grandpa died, you know, they came back from Florida and just, you know, for the burial. So they're home. So the dog was, it was like early in the morning, I want to say. I went to go use the bathroom. And so she does things for attention. Like, she likes to scream things out and act like, she's just very childish. She seeks attention, and sometimes she does it to scare me or to startle me, because the thing is, I don't see them. I don't see her. I don't see them. So there's not much more else she can do other than these ridiculous, crazy, loud sounds that she makes just for attention and to try to get at me. But she actually did this one morning because it really scared me. I walked by their door because I had to walk by their door to go use the bathroom. And she coughed so loud through the door. It was so dramatic, and it was such a fake cough. Like, you know how people cough, you know, they have to cough. But she did it so, like, dramatically loud and aggressive, where it was, like, it just sounded fake. It was, like, so staged. But it startled me. And I was like, oh my God, like, I got scared. So right after she did that, my chest was, like, hurting. Like, I do get scared easily, so I'll give her some grace. I do get scared easily, but that was completely deliberate. Completely deliberate. And I don't want to sound like I'm overreacting, but there is a saying, scared half to death, you know? So she was trying to scare me. She was trying for attention. She did it to scare me. She did it to make me feel uncomfortable, and it worked. Congratulations, girl, you did it. You made me feel uncomfortable, and you got me. But yeah, my chest was killing me, and I had to go to urgent care. It was crazy telling the story at urgent care, but I had to tell them the truth. Like, this is what happened. This is what's going on. Everything seemed fine. I came back home and my chest is fine now. But at the time, it was for hours. My chest was hurting, and I've gotten scared in scary movies and stuff, and I've jumped and I gasped, but nothing like to the point where my chest was killing me for hours upon hours. So, you know, yeah, she got me. She did what she did. It is what it is. The dog barked. She came out of her cage and she barked, and she did her little big ones. She did her big one. Okay. That's what I want to talk about with that. Just sad that, you know, she has to act this way during, like, a death in the family. She still has to act like this, but it is what it is. I also wanted to talk about, TransMed. So, okay, this is what, I'm going to talk about this and then we're going to end it because I really want to get this out. So, I want to do electrolysis on my face, okay, to get the laser hair removal. I did friggin', you know, electrolysis is different than laser. Laser is like a pointed gun. It goes all over the face. It hurts. It stings. Electrolysis is each hair at a time, and it's more permanent, but it takes a while for the person to get the hairs out of your face or wherever you're using it for. And so she was trying to get the hairs out, and she couldn't get the hairs out. My hairs are so, like, tough on my face that she just couldn't get them out. Now, I've had 12 sessions from laser years ago, so I've already had 12 sessions on my face with the laser. It helped a little bit, but not really. I saw some, you know, less growth, but you still see, you know, the hair still grows. And it sucks because when I use my makeup and I shave, there's still, you can even see it a little bit here. There's like an outcast and like a little discoloration. I have to use my peach concealer to color correct it. It's such a hassle. So I wanted to go on TransMed because I know in TransMed, the facial hair will stop growing and the chest hair will stop. Actually, I don't even get hair on my chest that much anymore because the laser really works on the chest. So it works in certain areas, but the face is just stubborn. My facial hair is so goddamn stubborn. So it's rough. It is what it is. Like, So what I want to do the trans meds to try to stop the hair growth because I thought it would save me money and whatever. But now I may just do the laser again because she told me just do the laser because you have a lot of hair. So do the laser, and then whatever hairs the laser doesn't pick up, do the electrolysis. But it's kind of like I've already done 12 sessions with the laser on my face, and I know it was years ago, but it wasn't that long ago. It was just like 5 or 6 years ago. So I don't know. I want to. I may have to do that. I'm conflicted. I don't know if I should do the trans meds, but then I know if I go on the trans meds, other things will affect. Obviously, like I was gonna say my voice will get higher, but my voice is already so damn high. Um, I'll get more moody. I'm really moody in general. So with the trans meds, I can just imagine I'll be a bitch on wheels. I can just imagine. Because I know it affects your mood swings, and then your nipples get more sensitive. My nipples are already so sensitive, so that also won't really affect it. It will definitely affect my sex drive, but I don't really have sex anyways, so it's kind of like who gives a shit? Like I'm not having sex with anyone, so it's kind of like at that point, the trans meds would feel like the best bet. It doesn't really change it that much. Like of course, you're pumping different hormones into your body, but like, it's not like I'm gonna grow a vagina and grow boobies or whatever. I know the boobs develop a little bit, but it's not like this drastic change. I might have to do the trans meds. And then after the trans meds, if that doesn't work, and then there's still some hairs here even with trans meds, then that's when I'll use electrolysis to get the hairs out. That's what I'll have to do. But I wanted to talk about that because it's really hard. It's really like just rough to just get this facial hair. It's just stubborn and it's being a bitch. I don't know why. Everywhere else I've gotten the laser done, the hairs barely grow. It's very well done, really good. I know it works. It just doesn't work on my face. For some odd reason, I don't know why. But yeah. So what else? Any last little thoughts I wanted to talk about? Okay, so I pre-filmed my February favorites. So when you see my February favorites, I already pre-filmed that. So I filmed that, I want to say, in the middle of February. It was like literally the day or two before the Disney Princess collection came out. So it was before I even got anything. I wanted to pre-film it because I felt like, the TV shows, movies, everything that I was using in February, I already knew what I wanted to do. By the way, I'm going to start showing you, I'm going to do a separate video, and I'm going to start showing you what I'm using up in my body care tray for the month. I'm going to start doing that monthly or seasonal. And then I'm going to also show you what I'm currently burning on my candle warmer. Right now it's Main Street Bakery for the candle. And then my body care, I have just a bunch of... I do 5 mists and 1 cream because that's what fits in the tray. So I'm going to show you the 5 mists and the cream that I use up per month or per season. I'm going to do a separate video of that. So I'm definitely going to start doing that. Just wanted to let you know. But no, I pre-filmed it, so I didn't talk about the Disney Princess stuff in the February favorites. But I will say... probably wouldn't have went in because this is the thing. All these fragrances are very spring and summer. It's not for February, except for maybe Belle. Belle may be the only fragrance I would have used that in my February favorites because this is a romantic, could use for the Valentine's Day season. But I said more of like the Valentine's Day like collections that came out, like the Sweetheart collection and the Sweetheart Cherry and stuff. That's the body care from Bath & Body Works that I said in my February favorites. But Belle I could have said. But it is what it is. But Belle will definitely be in a favorites coming up, and because I'm gonna do these monthly favorites all year, so probably be in March, April. Tiana definitely would be a favorite in March, April too. Ariel and Moana will be favorites in the summer, June, July, maybe August even. But yeah, so I just wanted to just say that. Also, I wanted to do a little fun like Disney Princess like part 2 thing. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do this now, but I may want to do that in the future. I want to like say, I already said like what I wanted in the part 2 collection, but I wanted to really say the keynotes and go into depth with what everything will smell like. So I might do that actually. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but I might do that. But yeah, that's basically all I really wanted to get off my chest. Literally just wanted to get off my chest. My chest is feeling better, thank God. I want to see if there's anything else that I felt the need to talk about. Anything in... Oh! So what the hell is going on with Blake Lively? Like, I know I keep talking about Gossip Girl and everything else, and I do a whole thing about Gossip Girl at the end of my favorite favorites, by the way, because it's my favorite show out of the... I love it. I'm starting to watch Queer as Folk. I'm starting to watch Queer as Folk, which is like a gay soapy drama, but it's like really sexual and there's a lot of sex scenes and it's basically soft porn. But I'm starting to watch Queer as Folk, so if I like it enough, I'll put it in a favorite, like a monthly favorites video. But what the hell's going on with Blake Lively? Like, she's in some shit right now. I don't know what it is. Something with this actor she starred with in a movie, and like some kind of sexual claims that he sexually harassed her, and he's saying he didn't, and then there's like proof that he didn't, and like there's this whole thing going on. It's like I hear about it almost every day. There's a new story coming out about that scandal. So literally, like, it's Lily Blake Lively's living in Gossip Girl right now. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, some shit's going on with Blake Lively, but I wanted to bring that up because I've been just hearing a bunch of shit or whatever about that going on. But yeah, so that's on that. I have to go because I'm meeting my friends for dinner. Um, oh, I want to talk about my Valentine's Day party, and I did an outfit of the day. More outfit of the days are coming, by the way. But I did an outfit of the day, and we had fun. You know, I gave out goodie bags. I baked. She had stuff like drinks, and she ordered pizza, and we watched movies, and we just had a fun time. You know, it was just a fun, girly time. We all were in our little red heart stuff, and yeah, it was cute. It was a cute time. I had a fun time. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so the only time I could ever celebrate is through a Valentine's Day party. Honestly, is the only time I could celebrate it. So yeah, I had a good time. I think that was the first time I ever celebrated Valentine's Day, actually. But I do love the holidays, so I'm glad I finally got to celebrate it. Yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna get going. I have to get going because it's a distance in the restaurant I'm going to, and I'm starving right now. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling. I'm starving right now. By the way, fragrance of the day is Good Girl by Caroline Herrera. Is the perfume. You saw me spray Belle just to touch it up to top it off. Have the Belle cream on too. Makeup. I have a neutral eye. I used Betty Boop and some shit from the Harry Potter, Back to Hogwarts, some ColourPop, and then yeah, Betty Boop by Glamlight. Oh, by the way, Glamlight's coming out with a Break the Dawn Twilight collection that's coming out next month. That looks good. I mean, I'm not really into Twilight, but that looks good. And lips, by the way, is Lip Liner Unicorn Blood by Jeffree Star, and the lipstick in the center is Ruby Woo MAC lipstick. Just wanted to tell you about that. Okay, and the jewelry. This is from Amazon. Or I got it from Amazon or Shein. And then the top is from, this is from Macy's. I think it's Ink. This is a cute flowy like top, dress top. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go now. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.